My name is Adrian Mikaeli bin Oni Shahrin, and my number ID is SIT 22070271. I'm from class DBIT 1A, and my course is Diploma in Business Technology. So I picked the case 1, which is price elasticity for demand. And the main question in this case is, based on Ahmad's actions, explain the type of elasticity for cigarettes and instant noodles. Is it elastic or inelastic? My explanation towards the question is, based on Ahmad's actions, the type of elasticity for cigarettes and instant noodles is inelastic. Inelastic responsiveness in price elasticity of demand means that the change in the price of the good induces only small changes of the quantity demanded. What I mean here is, even though there is an increase in the price of the good itself, but there will be only small changes in the quantity demanded. So even though the price increase, it will not affect much to the quantity demanded. The reasons for this statement is because smoking is a habit that is so hard to pick. So the demand for cigarettes is highly inelastic, while instant noodle is a staple food, which means a food that people can eat most often. So it is also highly inelastic. This shows that even though there is an increase in the price of cigarettes and instant noodles, people like Ahmad will still buy the goods even if it means in smaller quantity, because it is a need in their daily life. So this is the graph of inelastic demand curve. The slope of demand curve is steep, and the price elasticity along demand curve is not very responsive. And last one is the percentage changes in price is larger than the percentage changes in quantity demanded. As we can see in the graph that I provided, P1, which is the latest price, there is an increase in the latest price. So the quantity demanded decreased, but it only decreased a bit, even though there is a huge increase in the price. This shows that price elasticity along demand curve is not very responsive. That's all from me.
My name is Nur Isniada binti Muhammad Mustaqim. My number ID is SIT 22070029, and I'm from DB1A, and my course is Diploma in Business Technology. Okay, now I will explain about the case 2, which is income elasticity of demand. Okay. It shows your calculation. I need to show the calculation and explain the answer obtained about the exact salary for a month and the kitchen expenses. So the first one is condensed milk. Okay, condensed milk is an inelastic income elasticity. A change in consumers' income causes a small percentage change in quantity demanded, and the types of goods is normal goods. So here is the calculation. If you can see, the percentage is 0.89, which is it became an inelastic income because of the percentage change of quantity of demanded are more than 0 and also not above 1. Okay, the second one is fragrant rice, which is an elastic income elasticity. A change in consumer income causes a bigger percentage change in quantity demanded. The types of goods is luxury goods. This is the calculation, and it is became as elastic income because of the percentage change in quantity of demand are more than 1. If you can see the the calculation, it end with 5.396. Sorry. The third one is plain rice. Plain rice is an negative income elasticity, which is an increase in a consumer's income will cause a decrease in a quantity demanded and vice versa. The types of good is inferior goods. This is the calculation, and the last of the calculation is negative 3.57. Okay, the last one is salt. Salt is a zero income elasticity, and no matter how the income change, the quantity of demanded will stay the same. The types of goods is essential goods. So here the calculation. It is became as a zero income because of the raising essential goods with even our salary being increased or still same. We need to bulk it. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. My name is Aisyah Maisara binti Amir Rahimi. My number ID is 2207444. I'm from DBIT 1A and my course is Diploma in Business Technology. So I got case 3, which is cross elasticity of demand. As you guys can see, it has two tables, which is the first one, table A, and the other one is table B. For table A, we have two goods, which is the first one is coffee and tea, while the other is iPhone and tea. Based on the information in table A and B above, describe the relationship between two goods, show the calculation and describe the result. So this is how I got the calculation for table A and for table B. For table A, at the end of the calculation, you will got 1.055, which is positive cross, while for table B, we got 0, which is which, which means you got 0 cross. Now, I will explain about the graph. For table A, when price of coffee increased from P to P1, while quantity demanded for tea also increased from Q to Q1, coffee and tea are viewed as being substitute goods. As you guys can see from this graph, we have price of coffee and quantity of tea. You will see coffee and tea are viewed as being substitute goods. For table B, from what you can see from the graph is when price of iPhone increased from P to P1, but there is no change in quantity demanded for tea. Thus, iPhone and tea are viewed as being not related good. Um, that's all for me. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Guru Humaira Balkis binti Roslan. My ID number is 2207-2017. I'm from class DB1A and my course is Diploma in Business Technology. For case 4 is price elasticity and supply. For case 4 is, as you know, when demand goes up, the supply will go up. Next, elastic means springy. So, when there is a change, it will be more visible. Like manufacturing sector, it is elastic. They can add something to the production at any time, on the spot without having to wait for something to grow. For example, if a factory needs to add something to manufacture, such as a pencil box, then they can do it like adding a manufacturing machine. It's different from the agriculture sector because it is inelastic. Supply is inelastic in the momentary period. In the short run, supply will be inelastic because the quantity supplied by a firm is limited to existing amount. In the long run, the firm will increase the input of all factors of production and the quantity supplied becomes more elastic. For example, fish, chicken, farm, and so on. It cannot be added at will and must follow it grows because according to current situation and so on. That's all from me. Thank you.